What's going on, guys? So back at it again. Picked up another one. This is a 98 Polaris 400L. It is a two-stroke four-wheel drive unit. Picked this thing up. It actually was at a bike shop. It was a farmer that brought it in, and what had happened, the water pump seal fell, and I think it hydro-locked and filled the engine up with water. Well, they tore it down, and the guy never returned. The good thing about it, that we have all the engine parts. The bad thing about it, we don't have any front plastics or side plastics or seat. We do have the gas tank. We got the exhaust. So what I was told was the guy had already started taking it apart, and that's where the plastics went. But here's the cylinder, which we'll get a light and look in it. The cylinder looks good. It's just got some surface rust. Once I find my light. I think some little cleanup. See if I can get a. I don't know if you guys can see yet, but it feels pretty good. Just got some ring wear a little bit, but the true test would be put a ring in there and see what the ring gap look like. But anyway, that's the cylinder. So we got the side cover. There's all the nuts and bolts. This is the water pump. Let me cut this off before I blind myself. This is the water pump housing. These seals are known to fail, and that's what happened. The seals fell and filled the engine up with water. Now that's what I was told. I basically got a bike in a box. So there's a starter gear, the springs for the exhaust, the pool cover, the flywheel, and of course the bike. Now this thing's in pretty decent shape. It was a farmer's bike, so it still got the factory Dunlap tires on it. What is it, Dunlap? Well, they're dry rotted. AT25 by 8 by 12s. And the back is KT125Ms. They're Dunlap. Well, they're AT25 by 11 by 10s. Now these don't show, well, yeah, dry rot cracks, but they still hold air. That's a good thing. But it's got the factory caps on the wheel. Now this one here is chain driven at the transmission. Kind of like the older Polarises. The first Polarises came out, they had the four-wheel drive, and it was the front diff and the rear diff ran off a chain. But this one's got the full diff with the axles, and the boots appear to be good. So this is a liquid cool, so it's got the cooling fan up there. It's got the oil injection, so there's your oiler. Looks like something been nibbling on some wires. Yeah, they chewed that wire off. That goes to the, I think, the voltage regulator. I don't have a key, but the headlights are in good shape. I mean, they're not all foggy. I think these might be glass. No, they're plastic. So it's been stored inside. Like these here, something stored outside to be all foggy. It's got the back rack. I don't know what's in that box. I haven't looked in there. Tail light, rear disc brakes, Choke cable's broke, but I got one. Probably gonna need brakes going through. Polaris shocks. So yeah, I mean, pick this thing up for $200, just like it said. And I was told that if the original owner, they can get hold to him, see can we get the front plastics and the side covers. And also it's missing a carburetor, which I bought one already. I bought a carburetor off of Amazon. I got a gasket set. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see if we can salvage these rings. Oh, they're salvageable. I'm gonna take them off there and put them in the cylinder and see maybe we can salvage them. If not, I'll just buy a new ring and piston. But the motor looks clean. That is your crankshaft gear. That is your water pump gear. Starters there. There's your magneto. So basically everything is just laying up here. There's the head. Key switches together, but there's no key. But I mean, for $200 I can part it out and make that back quick. Is it safe to stand on this trailer? So let's see what's in the box. I didn't look in there. I ain't want to, hey, I want to keep that. Pecans. So I guess he was a pecan farmer or something. Which is cool. That's a nice toolbox. The racks are in good shape. They're not all faded. It's got a broken reflector. Usually these racks get all faded because they've been outside. Kind of like that one. But what's in the toolbox? Oh, got something in there. Original toolkit. Look at that. Original Polaris toolkit. Maybe the key is in here. That'd be nice. That's the spark plug wrench, a screwdriver. Looks like this is the spanner wrench for the shocks. Adjust the shocks. I guess it's for the rear. Is it adjustable? I don't want to step all the way on the back of the trailer. Yeah, so this is the spanner wrench. You hook into the shock like that, and I guess you can hook a handle onto it. And a tire gauge. That's it. But it's got a toolkit. I mean, that's something. So, yeah, so I'm gonna get this thing going. I'm gonna try and hunt some front plastics for it and side cover. Hopefully they can come up with the other stuff. Now this one don't have the speedometer. Overdrive, override. So basically, it's like the 325. It's just a 400, and it's 2-stroke. Even the brake line says Polaris, so that's cool. So anyway, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna hunt up some parts. I'm gonna hunt up some parts for it, body wise, and I'm gonna order. See, what did I have to order? I think I got carburetor, gasket set. I'm gonna check the cylinder, see how the rings look, and if not, I'll just buy a new ring and piston. We can put it together, get it running, and then we'll hunt down some plastics if we don't get those original ones. But yeah, it's been maintained, and it's been inside. It's not all rusty up. Throttle cable's free. I don't want to hit the brake pedal because I don't want to lock it up. But got the original rims. This ain't all bashed up on the front, so you can tell it ain't been rode in the woods hard. So that's it, 400 two-stroke. I think this is a Explorer is what it is. It's a 98 Polaris 400L Explorer, or Explorer 400L. I think the L stands for liquid cooled, or liquid. Even still got all the decals. So yeah, I'm going to get it unloaded, set it to the side, and then we'll check the cylinder, see what the piston and ring looks like, and if I have to order that, we'll go from there and get it running and take it out and ride it. It'll be fun. A two-stroke 400 four-wheel drive. That's first I've ever had, and be a cool ride. Alright, so got the cylinder in here, and I got the piston off of the bottom end. This piston is trash. You can see right there. It looked like it might have got hot. So I don't know if the water pump seal failed and they ran it hot, or if the oiler stopped working and the cylinder got hot. But it's a mystery. But you can see all the scrapes on the piston. That's why the top ring was stuck and didn't want to come out, because the top of the piston is so hot it just melted the ring in there. And the cylinder has some of the hot aluminum melted into the cylinder wall. You can see right there, and also down at the front tip of the cylinder. So you have to look at stuff. I'm trying to get that gasket off there. You have to look at stuff really close. But see all this up in here? That's all aluminum where it got melted into the cylinder wall. So this cylinder either needs to be bored or replaced with another cylinder, because it is no good. But I got to looking at the old Amazon, and I found a cylinder piston kit for one of these bikes by Niche. It's 127 bucks. But they had some bad reviews on it, somewhat. If you click on reviews, one guy said it was good. Then this guy here put out a video.
So I was putting together this 400 Polaris, and when I was just about done here, I tried putting the carburetor on, and you'll see here that, I don't know if you can tell with this video, angled too far down, and I couldn't get the carburetor in there, so I grabbed the old head out of the scrap, and I realized that this is flush with that mounting bracket there.
Just stopped.
And when you look at this one, it's significantly angled. I didn't see any reviews that actually specifically showed this, so I decided to make a video. I mean, this really sucks. We're gonna go ride tomorrow. If you got any knowledge of any recalls or anything like that, put something on there. so I can fucking get my money back or something.
So that was one bad review. And this review right here, the guy said when he got it out the package, half the cylinder had rust over, and this guy said poorly machined. The jug was poorly machined, both the cylinder and the flat plate with the carburetor attached. It was a complete wrong angle, not allowing the carb to be attached. And this guy said no issues, worked great. Not the greatest, but works. I guess it was rusted over. Yeah, the boxes were broken open. And this guy here said that the head studs were snapping off. So these head studs here were snapping off. They were weak. So he had to replace it with, I think he said, let's see, remove the ones from old. So he took the head studs out of his old cylinder head and put it in there. This said head studs are trashed. They're snapping off. This guy said still good after a year. Great fit. Looks good so far. Defective. And this guy here said something about inside of the port that it was cracked. This was 2023, but some of these were like, well, that's 24, that's 22. So I mean, it's kind of a, I don't know what he's talking about, it's cracked. One of them said something about it's cracked, worked great, wasn't the same as the original. Very good price. I thought I seen one when they said something about the cylinder inside of the port was cracked. But anyway, some of those from 23, some of them from 24. So I might take a gamble with it. I mean, it's only $127. We can get it, inspect it real good, try it. If it works, it works. If we see something wrong with it, we can just send it back. Either that, or I can get an oversized piston and get this cylinder bored, which I looked up some oversized pistons. I think it was like 50 millimeter. No, it wasn't. Is it 50 millimeter? I think it was 50 millimeter was the next size up. And I can buy that piston kit for $130 something plus shipping. And then I don't know what they charge to bore a cylinder these days. I have to take it to a machine shop, and that'll probably be, I say probably $100 maybe. So then I'll be 200 and something. I already got the gasket set. Well, probably 250. So I think I might just order the piston cylinder kit, get it here. Like I said, we'll look it over. If everything looks good, we'll put it together. The main thing, like the first guy was saying about this carburetor angle, the plate, see how this is kind of flush? Well, his was at an angle. So we'll really have to look at that. Maybe they fixed some of them issues since then too. But we're just going to order the parts, wait on the parts to come, and we'll dig deeper into it. Hopefully by then I have some front plastics for it and the side covers, and we'll be able to put it all the way together and run it. Got to looking around on eBay and I found this kit by Namur. Is it Namur? N-A-M-U-R-A, Namur, whatever it is. Anyway, got this kit for $239. It's seems to be better than the Niche brand, that they were having problems out of the cylinders and stuff like that. So I'm gonna give this a shot. It'll be here next couple days, and we'll make plans to get that thing put together. This comes with all the gaskets. It's got the ring, piston, of course the cylinder, wrist pin, bearing, all the goodies. So when this gets in, like I say, we'll throw that bad boy together. Namur Technologies, still an aftermarket company, but I didn't see anything bad in the reviews about the cylinder. Looks like the picture shows the intake straight up and down like it's supposed to be, not at an angle, but that's what they were saying about the Niche brand. A lot of pictures though. 24 pictures. Anyway, got it on order. As soon as it get in, we'll get it on there. So stay tuned for the Polaris 400L Explorer, and we will see about getting that 2-stroke 400 liquid cool going. So for now, it's just going to sit until the parts come in, and hopefully we can get this thing together. I'd love to hear it run. 2-stroke 4-wheel drive 4-wheeler. That's a new one in my book, like I said, but I think it'll be a good unit. So just stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't, and as always, y'all be safe. Hit that like button. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.